show all around the world.
This looks fun.
Purses are a lot more complicated to make and manufacture than a t-shirt.
We've broken a lot of rules.
On only HOS.
Are we live?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
You know that's always the first word you say?
Well, you never tell. You're just like, hey, I'm going to start a countdown. I'm like, oh, that's neat. Anyway, hi, everybody, and welcome to the weirdest talk show in the world. I am here with A6D.
It's
who's gonna
me.
be our moderator, and our special guest brought back for a second time. What is his name? George.
Yeah.
George, are you ready to get destroyed again? Like
I will not be
last
destroyed,
time?
but I have only had 5 minutes of notice, so I'm not really ready for this.
Okay, well, same with me. So here we go. Anyway, guys, so I just posted a Twitter poll not too long ago. If you guys want to check it out, why did I put 23 hours on it? But basically, the two possible topics that you guys can vote between, and I'll give you guys a chance in case one maybe sounds more interesting to you guys. You're right, guys. This is not George. This is Spiffy who is here. So we have two possible topics for today's show. One is all grocery bags are banned, but not just grocery bags. Literally any bag for carrying groceries. So it's not just like plastic and paper grocery bags are banned. It's you literally cannot put your grocery bags in a bag or a container. You literally, when you buy them, would have to carry them out like in the cart and put them in your car like that. Like from now on, no carrying containers for groceries.
They actually think it's spicy. They actually think it's spicy.
This is not actually spicy. For the record, he just sounds like spicy. He's our discount
I sound like him?
spicy.
I don't think so.
Our discount spicy.
Yeah, budget spicy.
We got him at the knockoff store. Anyway, the second possible topic is the internet is turned off globally between midnight and 6 a.m. So basically, wherever you are during the hours of midnight to 6 a.m., no internet for anyone. Now, a lot of you guys are voting for internet turned off. It's at like 55%. But I see a lot of you guys in the chat are interested in the grocery one. So which one should we do? I'll ask the chat. Go ahead and you guys can just do a quick poll amongst yourselves. What you guys think?
Weren't you meant to be having a face cam this time, bud?
Interesting. Internet is way more interesting. Okay. All right. Interesting. We'll go with the poll. A bunch of you guys are still saying internet, so that's the one we'll do. George, are you ready for the debate?
Yes. Always ready.
Let's do it. So here we go, guys. For those of you who don't know how this show works, we pick a random silly topic, have a debate about it. We randomly pick who is in favor of the position and who is against it using a coin toss, and then whatever it comes up with, that is basically what we do. So it looks like the internet being turned off is the one that won, so that's the topic we're going to do. Let's go ahead and define the topic. So the topic will work like this. What do you think? We'll just make it so whatever time zone you are in, like the world, okay, between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m. of your time zone, the internet
for the time zone or just global time?
For your, so it's your time in your time zone. So if it is midnight in your time zone, the internet
basically
shuts
like
off.
midnight, like our time.
Exactly, but
Like local time for everyone.
Yeah, for local time. But in every other time zone, the internet would still be on unless it was also between midnight and 6 a.m. for that time zone. you'd have this 6-hour window moving around the earth where the internet would be unavailable. So that's our topic. Okay, so do you have a good grasp and understanding of it, George?
I understand the topic.
Perfect. All right. So, guys, so basically our topic is between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m., the internet just will shut off. George, heads or tails, we're going to decide who's in favor of that and who's against it.
Which is which? Heads is okay. Let's say. Wait,
just
if I
pick.
get
Do you
if I
want
get the
heads or
right thing, do I
tails?
pick? All right, fine. I'll have heads.
How about all right? Heads, you're in favor of the position. Tails, I'm in favor of the position.
Okay. All right.
Basically, that this should be made policy. All right, Here we go. All right.
I don't really know which one I want. I don't mind, to be honest.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
Tails.
Gosh.
Tails. So you're saying it's
Son
a
of a
good.
gun.
You're kind of arguing for it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm arguing in favor.
I don't
of it.
mind arguing for it if you want.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no face cam today, Muffin. Sorry. I didn't get it set up in time. All right, let's begin. So everybody, I am in favor of the position of the internet should be turned off globally between midnight and 6 a.m. For everybody's time zone. Okay? George, you are against the position, and I guess I'll open with opening arguments. All right, so my opening arguments, I'll just start off. Well, I am. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Go on, bad. Why should we get rid of the internet between midnight and is it 6 a.m.? A whole 6 hours.
Yeah, it's 6 hours.
25% of the time. Go
Well,
on.
so this policy obviously needs to be put in place because I stay up too late, and this will help make sure that I get in bed and get a good full 6 hours of sleep. Because the problem is when the internet is available 24 hours a day, I stay up into the night, and yeah. So that's right off the bat. That is a big problem.
That is a big problem, you're right.
In all realism, I think that is a problem that is plaguing our society. Okay? There are people in our society who just don't get a good night's sleep. Okay? And if the internet, which is one of the big distractions of the modern age, just shut off. And it's not that everything like turns off, like servers don't turn off. It's just your home internet. You can no longer access the internet. So basically, no accessing Facebook, no accessing Twitter, no accessing YouTube, no just worrying about like that would just free up people's mind. I feel like people spend all day just like worrying about what people are posting on Facebook, worrying about checking social media, worrying about, you know, what new YouTube videos are out. And this would just help people relax. They'd be able to take a step back, chill, have a good time, and just be like, I'm so relaxed because I don't have to constantly check my social media profiles. People would just love that. That would be a nice breather from people. And it would also give people a good window where they would know, it's not like I could access the internet anyway. I could get sleep. So I think this is a great idea for the benefit of the health and well-being of society. This is clearly the way we need to go. Go ahead, George.
Excellent ideas you brought there. So, alright. So, internet being disabled between midnight and 6 a.m. is obviously not a good idea. Think about it. That's 25% of the time. Wait, 25% of all time, no internet. Now, it would be okay. I don't know, between like 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. maybe. But like, think about it. How many times have you needed the internet at midnight? It's not even that late. Like, some people they have, I don't know, they leave their homework to the last minute and they have to submit it, and it's like, oh my god, it's 1 a.m. I've got to submit my work, but I can't. We have no internet anymore. But then you're like, oh, okay, maybe we'll just have to adjust to this rule and we'll do our homework earlier. But why should we have to do that, bad? You think if we just get rid of the internet, everyone's going to go to bed at midnight?
Yes.
I think we'll just find something else to do. Everyone will just, I don't know, read a book or something. I don't know. I mean, you don't need the internet to use a computer. So people will just be like, oh, single player games, here we go. Start loading them up. Sales of Skyrim are going to absolutely boom. Stonks for Bethesda. Everyone's going to be buying it. If anything, this is worse because you can actually do productive stuff on the internet, and who knows, maybe everyone will just start playing Skyrim instead of doing important internet stuff. So, yeah, I don't think it's the best idea.
Wow. Okay. Alright. That was, I gotta say, those some pretty good arguments, George.
You know, I really rarely talk. But like here, there's something George really misses. George.
Don't help him.
No, like,
wait, what happened?
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Okay, so don't worry, the stream, my camera is frozen. It's normal. You're not talking about the fact that people work at night with the internet and all the stuff. Like if people want to sleep between midnight and 6 a.m., they just turn it off by themselves, not turn it off generally. That's all. I'm not gonna say anything else, just because I feel like you're missing this part.
What, that the internet that if someone wants to go to bed, they can just go to bed.
Anyway, hey guys, we are gonna take a quick song break, and then we will be right back.
This was confusing. Okay, right. Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber with I Don't Care right now on Only.
The weirdest talk show all around the world.
This looks fun.
Horses are a lot more complicated to make and manufacture than a t-shirt.
We've broken a lot of rules.
On Only HOS.
Hey.
No one heard the song right after, okay? It's all under control, right? Did you hear a song? No, I heard nothing. Did you?
Nope, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Nope. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. That was I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran. And that video was probably the best argument for why the internet should be turned off between 12 and 6. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue with the debate. So, yeah, George.
Hi.
It is time for the freestyle debate show, so I'll just open it up, or the freestyle part of the debate, where I'm just going to open it up and start attacking the ridiculous, nonsensical points you made. Here we go.
Sure.
So first off, you said people are saving their homework to the last minute, and what if they have to turn an assignment? Exactly. That's why this policy is going to be put into place. People will have to learn to be more responsible, and this is going to encourage them to be more responsible. It's not like people will just like not know that this policy is in effect. They'll know it's in effect. They'll get used to it, and they'll be like, oh, I gotta make sure to not just push my stuff off to the last second, because I'm not going to be able to just randomly turn it in. I'll make sure to do my stuff on time. So it's automatically promoting better study habits. Boom. You gave a good advantage for it. Thank you.
That's a great advantage.
It is a great advantage. You also said that people will just read books when they're asleep instead of playing on the internet. And hey, that's great. If people want to read books, books are really good for you. I don't see a negative with that. You also said people will start playing Skyrim. Again, this is really great. Skyrim is a very fun and creative game that spurs the mind and takes people in the whole exotic places. This is, again, lots of benefits. All
those
of
aren't
these things are
benefits.
just about
You can do that anyway, regardless.
exactly.
Internet's turned off.
You can do it anyway, which is why I don't think there's going to be a big Skyrim boom or a book reading boom. I think people will just do the things. They'll not be able to get it on the internet. They'll just go to lay down and just sleep. That's what they'll do, which is what would be good for them anyway, to make sure their game is full amount of sleep. Also, you know what? Society, you mentioned work schedules and whatnot. Society will adjust to people's working schedules, and you will have all of society will eventually get used to it. Everybody will be holding hands and singing Kumbaya, and it's going to be great. Again, I don't necessarily think we need to adjust the policy due to people's working schedules, because society will just naturally adjust and get used to it and make do. Once it becomes the rule of law, everybody will be a-okay. Yeah,
for sure.
So I think
we'll just get used to not using the internet for 25% of the available time.
Exactly.
How
when
are you
you're going to be asleep anyway. You're going to be asleep anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, what about online businesses? They're just going to lose 25% of their profit.
What do you mean? An online store? What, you can't buy stuff? You can only buy stuff from Amazon? Are you just sitting there and like every hour you buy something from Amazon?
Well, no.
I don't know. Amazon just lost 25% of my business.
Well, for you, let's say like with your Minecraft server,
still buy
no
stuff.
one can play between the Minecraft server will go down for 6 hours a day.
Can still buy stuff at other times. And no, the server won't go down. It's just people in a particular time zone when they should be asleep.
The server will go down because the internet in the server's time zone will turn off between 12 and midnight.
Time zone places will be great. Like server hosting places will not have their internet. It'll just be homes will lose their access.
I don't think that was actually specified.
That's the specification. Basically,
you're just changing it to
no, I'm not changing it because obviously that would be
companies.
That would be ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Having it just, I specified earlier when I was talking.
I
about
don't recall you saying that.
Well, I'm clarifying it for you. It's only home internet is disabled, not business internet.
I don't know if that was specified.
The stock exchange, guys, is not open at 12 to 6 a.m. anyway. I mean, depending on your time. But anyway,
I don't know what time it opens.
And you know what? Maybe the government will open up a special pass that people can apply for. So if you have a job that you absolutely have to, you can apply for this pass in order to get your internet grandfathered in. So there you go. That would solve that problem. Perfect. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
No.
Yes.
I don't think so. I mean,
yeah.
So you're saying
no is not an argument, George.
No, you're you're literally saying. So you changed the situation. So
I did not change this situation. That was the definition we did.
That was definitely not.
When you think of your internet, do you think of a warehouse
internet
data
is
center
turned off globally between midnight and 6 a.m.
George, inhale, exhale.
Look,
you're not even trying to debate. Right now, you're just like arguing about the subject.
Exactly, you fatty. Defend your position, you muffin.
Okay, so you want me to defend that the internet should not be disabled? Let me think. Okay. The internet should not be disabled between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. Because what happens if I want to play Minecraft between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m.?
You can't, because the internet.
What if I want to play on my favorite Minecraft server all night long? Huh?
I'm sorry.
Are you saying I shouldn't be able to do that?
I'm sorry, but sleep is important. Even though I'd love it if people spent all of their free time playing on my server, I understand that even muffins still need to make sure they're getting a decent amount of sleep. You can still be
responsible. You can still go to sleep between 6 a.m. and 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. and still be okay.
Yeah, but this is the point is that going to sleep during that time That's the whole reason for this policy is you're motivating people to make sure they go to sleep instead of people staying
You're
up
saying the
super
whole
late.
reason that this would work.
I'm saying
so
that's
people
a
can sleep
great
better.
that's a great advantage because you have people staying up till like 3 in the morning or staying up till 6 in the morning and then they're getting like 1 or 2 hours of sleep. Let me ask you a question, George.
Yes.
What time do you go to bed?
When I'm tired.
From the time you get off school to the time you go into bed or whatever, what do you spend all your time doing? You are on the computer online, correct?
That is a bold assumption.
And I know you, so I know it's accurate. Okay? You spend a bunch of your time on your internet. What is the thing that keeps you up and ruins your sleep schedule? The internet. This would solve that problem for you. Oh no,
No.
I can't access the internet. People
I wouldn't
like you would
no.
hop into bed. You're
if
not
the internet-
cracking open
No,
a book,
listen.
George.
If the internet
You're
turns off
going
at
to
12
bed.
a.m., okay, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, bedtime, guys. Okay, good night. Okay.
What, you're gonna break open Shakespeare and start reading? Yeah, right.
No, I don't know. I'll just have to find something else to do. Maybe I'll.
No, you will
Maybe
hop
I'll
in the
get
bed
a different hobby.
so
Maybe I'll-
fast. You
No.
literally, yes, I know you, George. You're not gonna be like, that is the whole point. This would drastically help you and benefit you. Okay,
There's
I
no
care
benefit.
about you, George. That's why this policy needs to get into.
You
get
hate
into-
me? Did you say? Wait, what did you say?
I care about you.
Oh, you care
That's
about me.
why this
What is
policy
this
I care
debate
about you.
to
anymore?
help you.
I care about you, Bad, because I want you to have free access to internet at any time that you want. Okay? Why I just dropped something on my keyboard. Why would we limit that? Like, ooh, extra sleep. No.
Look,
ridiculous.
No one is saying that the internet is bad, but most of the people who are staying up late and ruining their sleep schedules are doing it because they're spending a lot of their time online. A lot of people have a hard time putting the phone down, turning the computer off, and this is just a way of helping people to make sure that they
we
can
already
get in
have
bed
these
and get
kind
their
of,
full amount of sleep.
restrictions. You can add these restrictions to your internet if
Yes,
you want
but
to.
realistically, people don't do that. Why don't people do it? It's because people have a self-control problem. This is a way of stepping over that self-control issue that people are not going to implement these barriers themselves, and we'll just implement it for them. That'll solve those problems. Easy people.
No, there is
Easy
no
peasy.
need to force this kind of restriction on everyone.
No,
This
it's not. You're thinking about it wrong.
Okay,
You're not
they don't
forcing
hear me right
a
now.
restriction
This is-
on
no,
people.
But this is the worst debate I've ever heard in my entire life.
Healthy
12
medicine on
and
people.
6. Say that again?
You're forcing a medicine. You're
A medicine.
medicating people, okay, to make them feel better because they're struggling. You're giving them. It's like, look, not all medicine tastes good. Not all medicine is
So wait, hang
an
on.
enjoyable
I've
experience.
actually
But
just realized
medicine is
something.
good for you.
I've just
Good
realized
for
something.
you.
Listen,
Mhm.
your only argument.
That's
is
the
that
first time that the debate peak
No,
is the
when I said
song.
that- When I said that, oh, they'll just read books, and you're like, oh yeah, reading books is good. So you want people to read books until 6 a.m. because maybe that's just what people
Look,
will do instead.
Here's the
doesn't
thing.
solve the problem at all.
Even if people read, even if everybody who is not on the internet is just reading books and they're not using that time to sleep anyway, this is still better because it removes the distraction, the constant worry about what's being said on social media, about that constant addiction to check that. It removes that from people and gives them a breather from that, which is something that a lot of people could use. So I think the benefit there, even if people don't sleep at all, is huge. But I still think that most people are just going to use this time to sleep. They'll just be like, oh, well, the internet's off. I'll go sleep. Okay. You know what? Whenever the power goes out at like my house, like randomly at times, and I can't access the internet and it's late at night, I'm like, well, might as well climb into bed. I guarantee you a lot of people are going to do the same thing. Okay, they're gonna internet's turned off, time to go to bed. So yeah, I don't think most people are gonna start reading. You might have some people who would do that or distract themselves.
And imagine
But
24-hour streams.
Yeah,
But
so
face
24-hour streams. Explain
Most
that.
people, yeah,
How is
24-hour
PewDiePie
streams
gonna do his 24-hour stream?
24-hour streams are not healthy for people. Okay, they just aren't. Okay, so I
Loads
think
of things aren't healthy for people, but we don't ban them.
Well, that's the point. Why
you want to
are we
ban sugar?
encouraging?
Is sugar banned?
Why
now?
are we encouraging unhealthy activities and unhealthy things when we should be encouraging positivity and healthy things? Okay, the point is, this policy
You can
is a
promote
healthy
it, but
policy.
maybe you shouldn't. It should not be enforced. It can be promoted. Maybe internet providers can have it on by default, 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. No internet. But if you want, you can go in and turn it off.
Exactly.
It should not.
And what do you think
it should
most
not-
people are going to do?
It should not.
Or you could
They go
simply
and
say,
switch it
it
on
just
and
hurts the
formulate
economy a
a
lot.
cost, which is why it has to be forced on them. Again, it's medicine, George. It doesn't taste good, but it's good for you. Okay.
Isn't the whole thing about America meant to be like, ooh, we're free to do what we want or whatever? I mean, I don't know. I'm not American, but this seems like something
Are
that
Americans
you
the
Americans would be like,
Are
oh
Americans the only
no, you
people?
can't take this away from us. It's our
Are
First Amendment right to
Americans-
have 24 access, internet access.
Are Americans the only people who struggle with turning the computer off and hopping into bed? I don't think so, George. I
No,
think
I'm just
you
putting it
Brits
into context
also
so
have
you'd
the same
understand
problem.
that, right? You understand
Thank
that
you.
we need internet all the time.
So
People
you need
sometimes
internet all the
actually
time?
need the internet for some things. And what happens if it's just not available?
Like what?
Like what? Let me think. What do you need the internet for? Okay, let's say I can only contact a member of my family via the internet. Okay? And what happens if they live
have
on the
a
other side of the
device-
world?
They have a
and-
device called a cell phone. It's got these numbers you can type
No,
in
that's
to call
not available.
other
No phone available.
phones.
Phones are
Well, they
not
don't have
available
a
in this area
phone,
of the
but
world.
they have internet.
They have internet access.
If they have internet
because
access,
you can go
then
to.
they have
They don't have a phone.
Okay.
They can go to an internet cafe.
So you
Exactly.
wow. So
They can't
can
afford a
go
phone, bad.
to an
Just because
internet
you can
cafe.
afford a phone.
It's
doesn't
not
mean
even that
everyone
they
else
have a
can.
computer.
Yeah,
It's
but-
they can go to an internet
Yes,
cafe.
but
So how
not
do they
everyone
know
has
that
the
you
luxury of
called
a
them?
phone.
How do they know that you've contacted them, George?
No, because you have. Let's say I have a family member in a country, and we organize. Okay, at this time every day we're gonna call each other. And what happens? Oh, I'm sorry. That time is between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. for you. Whoops! Looks like you can't talk to your dying family member.
You would be able to call them on the phone.
What happens if they don't have a phone, Dad? This is just an example.
If they
There's
don't
loads-
have a
I just
phone,
can't think of an example.
the odds of them having internet
There's
are
loads of
super
examples.
low anyway.
Like online banking. What happens if you want to send a payment to someone and you can't because 12 a.m.
Oh man, I'm
Whoops.
sending so many payments between 12 and 6 a.m.
No, but-
Crazy.
No.
Come on, George.
No, but there's
you got
situations
that.
where you have to do that.
Hey, Steve, what the fudge? Oh my goodness.
There's just loads of situations you would require the internet, and you know there are bad.
No, there
You know
are.
there's loads of situations.
Sending a payment between 12 and 6.
It's just an
is not
example.
one of those things.
It's just an example. It's simply an example.
It's a bad
How
example
about-
then.
How
I'm
about
sorry.
this? When you go on public transport in London, you need to use contactless to get on, right? You know, some people go to work at before 6 a.m. How are they gonna pay for their transport? Oh, looks like you just gotta sit at the train station until 6 a.m. so that your phone gets internet.
What do you mean? I didn't realize that you couldn't use internet out in a public location. You just can't use it in your house.
Well, then people are just going to leave the house to use the internet.
Oh, really?
This
You're
is
going to
gonna-
leave
this
to
is just
run
gonna
up to
have a mass-
McDonald's?
Everyone is going to be going outside at midnight. The streets are going to fill up.
Great. If
Everyone's
it
going to be
does
getting
that,
robbed for their personal.
That will spur the economy.
Everyone will get robbed for their computers or their phones.
So
There'll be a-
everybody's going to be out and about, but everybody's also going to be getting robbed.
Yes,
George.
everyone is going to be outside on their laptops, and everyone robbers is going to be like robber heaven. Like, oh,
Look.
it's all dark outside. Let's go swoop up some free MacBooks.
Look, George, here's the point, okay? The point is, you're not going to have this massive flood of people going out between 12 and 6.
If you're saying you can
You will have
internet
people
access
going,
outside your house,
the
I
internet's
would-
about to
listen,
turn off
if I
in
didn't
5
have
minutes.
internet access
I'm
in
going
my
to
home
bed.
after midnight, I would leave my house to get internet. I would 100% do that. And you
Oh,
would
really?
as well. You'd be like, oh, what are you going to do? Oh, looks like I'm going to bed. I can't just walk outside to get internet.
Look, if I absolutely had to do something at that time, then yeah, I would. But if I knew every night that the internet was going to be off, I would just go to bed. I bet
you would not.
It's time. I have to go to bed anyway. What? You're saying I would, my sleep schedule and everybody else's would evolve to and adjust to be where most people would be in bed around the time that the internet turned off. Okay, that's just a simple fact of what would end up happening. Okay, you're not
So what
going to have
about
this
people that
flood.
work
It's
like- What about people that work at night shifts? You're saying like people that require the internet and have a night shift kind of job.
yeah,
Let's
they're
say
at their
let's say
job,
security guards.
then they can get
how
their
security
they can
guards going to do their
get
job between midnight and 6 a.m.
they can
They
get
need
the internet or whatever whitelisted at their place of work for them. If you have a nighttime job,
You can't keep
discuss
changing the
this.
rules back.
No, I'm saying this.
Oh, now
I
you
could-
can have whitelists.
I could
Okay.
see this being something that people, because remember, it's only at your home. At your home, no internet.
Only at your home now. Okay,
Should I
do you
just
want to
start
impose
to
any more
sing?
restrictions? Quickly think about it.
At your home, no internet, 12 a.m., 6 a.m.
Okay, so now it's just in your home. Okay.
It's
Well, what about
always
people
been
that-
just at your home.
What about
You just haven't
security
been
guards
paying
that work
attention.
at homes?
That work in their home?
Yes.
They can bring a book.
They can bring a book.
What do they need the
No, why
internet for
No,
anyway?
they need the internet. Let's say
What do they
I don't
need
know.
the internet for?
Let's say Donald Trump. Okay. He
Donald
lives
Trump what?
Somewhere. Okay. I don't know where he lives. Let's say not at the White House, because the White House isn't a home, is it, Bad?
I'm sure there will be special considerations.
Okay,
the president.
it doesn't have to be Donald Trump.
What
It
are
could be
you
anyone
getting
that
on
requires
about?
security. Right?
What?
At their home.
Security
home.
should be checking their phone anyway. They should be.
No.
doing their
They're not
job.
checking their phone. They're using the internet
They're
for their
using
job.
the internet for what?
Let's say you
Explain
have-
to me. Oh, I
you have
gotta
more-
look up to see how to give
more-
someone CPR. if
Yes,
I need
let's
to
say we got
resuscitate them.
CCTV.
I gotta look up how to be
Let's
a
say we
security
got
guard.
they want to talk to other
Oh my
security
goodness.
guards on the job.
They can call them. That's something I could see you doing, George. I could see you
No, need
sitting
that,
there.
You need that instant messaging
I could
service.
see you
Like
sitting
only
there
the internet
looking
can
up
provide.
how to do your job while you're
No,
supposed to be doing it. I could see it.
that is
Dis-
not the.
Discount Spiffy.
I'm
poor George.
premium Spiffy.
Discount Spiffy.
That's
Spiffy
not a
is
debate.
discount George. Yes.
Wow.
Why are you going off topic, Bad? Huh?
All right,
Ridiculous.
guys.
Let's
We will
just-
be right back.
Yeah, let's
I
just
think
do the
I've
song.
humiliated
Like,
George enough.
that's-
We're gonna play a quick song. We'll
Yeah.
be
I am
back.
not getting humiliated.
You're doing
This is-
pretty good.
Oh,
I will say.
You're.
All right.
yeah,
We'll be
I
right
disagree.
back.
Oh my
We'll be
God.
right back
I don't
on
know.
BHOS.
The weirdest talk show all around the world.
This looks fun.
Horses are a lot more complicated to make and manufacture than a t-shirt.
We've broken a lot of rules.
On Only HOS.
Who was that? What song is that?
That was Dominic Fike with 3 Nights.
Okay. All right.
Wow, you really seem
back.
to care about your own show today.
I couldn't remember the whatever it's called, the name of it. Anyway, we are back, everybody, and yeah, it is time for closing arguments. It's gonna be a blast of fun. Are you ready, George?
I hope, George, you have a lot of closing arguments ready.
I've got an argument.
You have a good argument?
An argument, yes.
A good argument. Do you want to give closing arguments first or second?
I guess you could go first.
Are you sure? If I go first, I get a closing statement.
Sure.
Okay. All right, I'll go first. So let's just be real, guys. Okay. Everybody stays up too late. Okay. Everybody doesn't keep track of their sleep schedule. They don't make sure they get the full amount of sleep every night. And that's not good. You also have people dealing with the stress of constantly feeling like they need to check their phone, constantly feeling like they got to check Twitter, Facebook, social media platforms, Instagrams. And that's just not good for people to constantly have this burden hanging over their head, not be getting the proper amount of sleep each night. That's not good for people. Having this policy in place will directly benefit people. Could people go and set their own internet blocks up? Yes. But they're not going to. We know that. People have a self-control issue. They have an issue with doing that stuff anyway. That is why we're going to put this policy in place for them, because this policy will help them to make sure that they are getting a break from the internet, that they are getting some time to relax, some time to chill, some time to not stress about what's going on online. And everybody needs that. Okay, the internet is a wonderful, awesome, great thing, and it's something that people should spend time on, but it's not something that people should spend all their time on. And making sure people are getting that break is super important. Okay, people aren't going to immediately switch to a bunch of other things to take that time. Yeah, there's going to be people who will do that. A large number of people will find that now they can go and get sleep, now that they're not trying to constantly remain awake to check what's going on online and everything like that. This is going to be a huge advantage for everybody. People will eventually adjust, they'll get used to it, and it will solve all of the problems. That is why this is going to be a good policy, and that is why it should be implemented. And yeah, I think I've covered
going to sleep
everything.
early is going to solve all the problems. Okay. Anyway, you don't need to be a genius to know that it's a terrible idea, do you, Bad? Because let's just take a simple example.
What?
GPS on your phone, right? Let's say you're trying to get somewhere. Let's say you need an Uber. I don't know.
You don't need
You can't
internet
do
for
this
GPS.
after 12 p.m.
You don't need internet for GPS, by the way.
Okay, so turn the internet off on your phone and open up Google Maps. See what happens. Exactly. You can't use it. What happens if you wanna go somewhere?
That's
and you
might
don't
be a
know what
built-in
you're stuck.
app
You're
thing.
stuck. You're
But you
stuck
don't need the internet
on
for
holiday
GPS.
in another country. You don't know where you're going, and oh, whoops! It's past midnight. Looks like you're lost, and you're gonna have to sleep on the streets. You sleep on the streets anyway, Bad, so that's fine for you. And there's loads of things now that use the internet, like just in your house. For example, I don't know, Alexa, even like internet fridges. You know, they like order stuff when you're out of food or whatever. But there's so many things in your house that use the internet. I don't know, clocks even. Clocks use the internet. So you're saying, oh, this stuff is all disappearing between midnight and 6. That doesn't sound very good to me, Bad. What happens if you use? What happens if you use or anything that uses the internet, right? But not a computer. I'm sure you have a few of these things, Bad, don't you? And they just stop working at midnight. It's like, oh, sorry guys. I guess you're living in a personal home. You just can't have anything. Sorry. Is that not? Does that sound like a good idea to you, Bad?
Are you done?
I'm just asking you a question. Do you think that sounds like a good idea?
I
Just answer yes or no.
I think you're misrepresenting.
No.
It's
I think
actually
it's a
gonna
yes or no question. Does that sound like a good idea?
I don't think that you're representing it correctly.
Yes or no?
I'm not answering it because that was a complete.
No, man. It's just you just have to say yes or no. It's simple. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think anyone else thinks it's a good idea. Here, type. Hey, look. Let's ask the chat. 1 in the chat. Type 1 if you think it's a good idea. Type 2 if you think it's a bad idea. 1 or 2. Let's see what people think. I don't know what the delay is like, actually. Oh, here we go. I actually haven't seen... Oh, there's 1. Okay, it seems like there's quite a lot of 2s. I think you might be slightly outmatched. I'm not sure, actually. Oh, there's another 1. Oh, there's another 1, but I think it's overwhelmingly 2 bad, which is quite worrying for your argument that everyone agrees with me. And like, what happens if you want to, like, let's say it's Saturday night. Oh, you don't need to wake up for anything in the morning. You just want to watch.
What's the question
Netflix
again?
At midnight. The question, I actually don't remember what the question was. Oh yeah, there was all these things that don't work that use the internet that's going to turn off at midnight. Dad can't give me a simple answer. He's just giggling like a little schoolgirl out here.
No, I'm sorry, but like you ask a question and you don't remember what was your own question.
Because Bad didn't answer it, and I just kept asking him to answer it. But that was the question. But yeah, like, ones if you just want to watch Netflix on a Saturday or Friday night, you don't have to wake up. You're going to be responsible. You're going to go to bed at, let's say, 12:30. Oh, you just can't watch the last 30 minutes of Shrek. So, I don't know. That's it, I guess. You wanna give a closing statement?
All right, number 1.
You can answer my question in your closing statement.
Number 1. Why the fudge would you be ordering something on Alexa at midnight to 6 a.m.?
It was just an example. Anything that used the internet.
I think I'm done. Anyway,
Alexa, order paper toilet, please. Toilet paper. No, I said toilet paper. Alexa, order toilet paper on Amazon. Okay, I'm adding toilet paper to your wish list. And then you have your parents hearing that in the background. What is going on?
all right, everybody. I'm gonna post the poll. Who won? George, Bad Way.
I mean, I saw all those 2s in the chat. If you guys are voting for Bad, then I don't know what's happening here.
Didn't watch.
The thing that scares me is that I would vote for Bad because your argument was, I'm sorry,
Well,
but it was
who won?
It was so
in
bad.
The debate show.
No.
Yes, it was.
That is an incorrect statement.
All right, guys.
That's not a statement.
I'm gonna go ahead and post the poll. Remember, when you go and vote for whoever you thought
Debated
had the best argument, not necessarily which position you personally are in favor of. Vote for whoever had the best argument, and don't just vote for somebody just because you like them as a person more. Like, don't just vote for me just because you like me more or something like that. Just vote for whoever you thought had the best argument, defended their argument the best, and things like that. Okay, so go ahead and vote. And I posted it as a reply to one of my other tweets, so you should be able to see it. Go check it out. Let's see what happens, George. So George, what do you think? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a job do you think you did defending your position?
Oh no, I'm just looking at the poll. This is not correct. I saw all the twos in the chat. They mean nothing. Do the twos mean nothing?
Yeah, they mean nothing because, like, remember you said something like, which one do you agree to? Like, which statement and what, and not the argument. When here it's about the argument. It's not about the statement.
Mhm. I will say, you did make me laugh when you're like, oh, your Alexa's not going to work between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. I was like, man, someone's not going to be able to order stuff from Amazon.
Well, you use Alexa for more than just ordering stuff.
I'm about to hop in bed. Oh, Alexa, place an order for new pajamas. Oh, Alexa,
Yeah, you're gonna need new pajamas. 'cause there's no
have a
washing
pizza
machines.
delivered to my house. I got the munchies at 12 a.m.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I just thought that was really funny, so thank you for making me laugh. That was pretty entertaining.
Okay.
So what do you think though, George? What would you say was your struggle this week with defending your argument?
Well, it seems to be quite hard to think of like advantages for this when it's so obviously just the better solution, you know?
But if it's so obviously better, why are you struggling?
Well, it's because
to
you're
defend it?
just like making up these possible situations. It's like, oh, it's so much better now because
Yeah,
you
but
can go
why
to bed.
didn't you just come up with counters to them?
Oh my god, I don't know.
Yeah, the
So,
problem
yeah,
is
with-
there's a lot of ways to like just argue
It's the
against something when it's logical.
Yeah. Was the absurdity just, did that kind of make it a little bit difficult?
That's probably not the best show to become smarter.
You're still listening on the
I don't
HOS
think
to
that would
the
actually
weirdest
happen.
talk show,
I'm pretty
and
sure
guess what?
people just go
As you
outside.
can hear in the background,
I think
they're
people
still
would just
arguing.
go to sleep.
I really
Okay,
don't think that would happen.
Okay. We are back. I didn't say it because
Oh.
that wasn't purpose this
Okay.
time because I wanted to
Hey.
let people know that you were still debating out of.
Yeah. We're discussing a little bit. George does not think he should have lost. And let's look at the poll results. Here we go. And George, you got 17%. That's pretty good. Round of
Oh my
applause
god,
for
what did I
you.
get last time?
I don't know.
I think you got like 15. That's a bit
Oh,
better.
Improvement.
You did a bit better.
Guys.
That is an improvement.
But I mean,
got-
there's less didn't tune in.
Yeah, I got 50%, and that's out
Minus
of
2
300
minutes
votes.
left.
Nice, easy 300 votes in. Very nice. Anyway, that was good. That was a lot of fun. George, I could see you definitely did a little bit better. I feel like maybe this topic, you felt like you pretty much had a good argument for it, that it was a little bit harder for you to defend for that reason, which there's certain topics like that are just, you're just like, how do I, this is so logical. Like, I think I lost to somebody, Dream, I think it was, and the topic was, should people be required to carry a bucket everywhere? And he won that. So
Which way was he arguing for?
he was arguing that, yes, that should be the thing where everybody has to carry a bucket.
Maybe it's
everywhere.
easier to argue for the ridiculous side.
I don't know about that. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
I guess it depends on the situation.
Guess we'll have to see next time. Anyway, guys, George, do you have any social media platforms you want to share with everybody that they can check out or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm just George not found on everything. George not found.
Like your
George.
argument, not found. Yeah, sorry.
Exactly.
Hey,
that was my turn this time.
George did really good. Check out George's Twitter and his YouTube at George Not Found if you want to check him out. You can check out my social media, my Twitter at Saints of Games if you want to check it out. Yeah, it's nice seeing all you muffins. A6D, do you want to tell everybody what's coming up after this? And
It's Cindy, like
they can follow?
every weekday. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's at OnlyHitUS, and on the website, onlyhit.us. And of course, if you're listening, you probably know twitch.tv/onlyhitUS for the video version. That misses a bit of improvement. But yeah, you can just join and enjoy. Okay. That's all.
Yay.
On Tuesday, do we do the show? Are you sure?
Yes.
No?
Tuesday, we will be here. Tuesday, everybody.
Will you?
Next week. I will. Yeah, hey, I
Sure.
did it
We'll have his
2 weeks
face
in a
cam.
row. 2 weeks in a row is pretty good. But yeah, guys.
We
Cindy
did
will
one.
Be here
That's already good.
after this. Tune in to Cindy and have a good muffin. Yep, so we're up to 2. We got 2 in a row. We made it.
We're gonna try to get the record of 3 in a row.
3 in a row. I don't know if we've ever had 3 in a row. So we'll
I don't even know.
I think 2 in a row is our max. So here we go. 3 in a row, everybody. Maybe with face cam, maybe not. We'll see.
Please, I worked on the designs and stuff. Please, with face cam.
Hey, you could. I told you could have put that up with Minecraft skins. It would have been fine.
But what would be the point? That would be like an inactive Minecraft skin.
Yeah, but you need to put your face cam on.
Also, Discount Spifey might be here next time. So, what do you think, Discount Spifey? Will you be here next week, or are you Are you tired of getting stomped?
As long as it doesn't start like 2 hours later, I'll have internet access. So, yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be able to get 20% next time.
Okay. All right, everybody. Peace out.
Yeah, it's midnight, and since bad one, my internet is going out. Bye. I mean, it's not actually, but yeah, because you know.
Just remember, guys. Just because we argue for a position doesn't mean we actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
All right. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to the Weirdest Talk Show.
Day and night.
You ain't my boyfriend, I ain't your girlfriend.
I'm no good at goodbyes.
Please, señorita.
Why men great so they gotta be great?
Snakes and stones never broke my bones.
The station you need.
Juste vos meilleurs
Calm
hits.
down.